Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhey with Suhey Plans, and today I have a really exciting video for you. I am sharing with you the new Laurel Denise planner in the portrait orientation, but I'm not gonna do a flip through per se. I think there are a ton of really great videos on YouTube right now sharing like a full unboxing of the portrait planner, and I didn't want to quite do another one of those. Instead, what I wanted to do is show you how I intend to use this planner for something that I want to improve in my system, and kind of what my thoughts were in picking this up. This is my first ever Laurel Denise planner. I've never purchased from her shop before. I've definitely been intrigued by her layouts, but I think this one in particular and the orientation and the kind of setup just really clicked for me, and I picked it up. And I want to talk a little bit about why I did so and what I'm hoping it can help improve in my existing system. So let's jump in. It came in this beautiful box. Everything that all of the reviews have said about quality, the overall look, the aesthetic, nailed it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous planner. I always get excited about new stationery and new planner things, but I had intense euphoria opening this packaging, flipping through these pages, seeing the beautiful cover. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous book. And I'm really, really glad to hear that, because what I'm hoping to do with this planner, aesthetics matter. They always matter to me, but I think that if something is exciting and I want to open it and it's engaging, I think that's a good fit for the plans that I have for this new planner. Haha, that's a lot of P words. Okay. So right now I'm using the Hobonichi Hone, which is an A5, same in size as the cousin. I'm using this planner as a place to track my goals, my daily intentions, my weekly intentions, and track my progress over time. It's also a place where I do my daily journaling, and I kind of have both functions in one book. I feel like that is working well. I think there's accountability. Like, I really want to be consistent with my journaling every day. And I think that it's helping me be consistent with my goals as well. So they're kind of playing together. What I'm not loving about working in the Hone and in the Hobonichi is the weeklies. I feel I was on a good run for the start of the year, but I'm not feeling inspired. These things feel forced. I feel like I never even remember what I've written here. And just so that folks know, I'm using the weekly layout to set daily intentions. And this is probably the part of the book where I am the least consistent. So while I think the journaling is going great, I wish I could get like a normal flip, but I have so many things inside. The journaling is going great. Keeping track of my spending and some of my my goals in the monthly layout, great. What's not going so great is this daily intention setting on the weekly pages. And I think it might just be the orientation of the columns. It just doesn't feel like a natural to my like frame of thinking, I guess. I don't know. It's just really not working for me. And it's really where I've been the least consistent in this book. So when I saw sorry to backtrack a little bit, but what I love about the Hobonichi is the wonderful paper and what a lovely experience journaling has been. So I'm running to my journal every evening, but I'm not looking forward to these daily intentions in this layout. It's not grooving with me anymore. I'm constantly skipping. I'm kind of over it. I also feel like because the column is so long, I have like this feeling, this pressure to fill the entire column, you know, but to set that much of a daily intention or that many daily intentions in one day is not reasonable. And so I also feel like none of this is really genuine, and that's just not right. Like, that's completely a waste of time. So the front is working great. Oh, and let me show you one more thing that's also working, my trackers. Like these trackers where I'm tracking my daily intentions, love it. I think this is such a great way to do that. But it's really these weekly pages that are become such a burden and just no longer, you know, meeting its purpose. So then I thought about the Laurel Denise planner, and I thought, when I saw the layout and some of the features that it had in its system, I was really, really intrigued, and I saw a lot of potential to do what's lacking here in the Laurel Denise Portrait Planner. One thing I will say is that the journal is not going anywhere. I am continuing with every intention full force to continue to journal in this wonderful paper, and I love my fountain pens with it. I am sticking to this, guaranteed. What I want to do is find an alternative system for everything else. And I think for 2025, I'm going to have a serious debate with myself whether I want to buy another entire Hobonichi just for the daily pages. I wouldn't be the only one to do it, but that's still kind of something indecision, but I'm quite over those weekly pages. But I do not want to give up on setting a daily intention. So here is where the Laurel Denise Portrait Planner comes in. And I think that it can replace all of the front pages in the cousin and the Hobonichi. Obviously, it doesn't replace the journal, but that's fine. I have no qualms continuing to journal in here. So let me show you kind of where the parallels are. Okay, so let's actually start with the Hobonichi, right? And how I'm using it. So daily trackers. Forgive May. May was a poopy show, but I did track somewhere else, but I haven't updated this, but I did track May. Anywho, so this has been working really well for me. I'm picking 4 or 5 things that I'm tracking, color coordinating it according to my goals for the year, and just an X is I did not do it, a dot is that I did. This has been working great. I didn't want to lose this. Okay, where does the Laurel Denise Planner offer me a substitute? In each of the monthly pages and the monthly spreads, you get, you guessed it, a way to track daily habits for the entirety of the month. What's great is that this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, which is perfect because I will at most track 5 daily habits or intentions, at most. I think more than that is just, I really couldn't even do more than 5 even if I wanted to, right? So this month I did 5, but I'm never doing more than 5 at a time. So this is the perfect amount of daily habits to track. And I can do that here. Check. Okay, so what else? So then next up, I was using, let's go to a really well-loved spread. February was pretty well-loved, although there are an excessive amount of takeout stickers. But so what I use the monthly spread for is that anytime I make progress towards a particular goal category, I'll put a sticker that reflects that goal category and just make a little bit of a note related to that goal. So on the 7th, I had a morning cycling session. I think green is fitness for me this year. And so anytime I worked on something or something happened in relation to one of my goals for the year, color coordinate with a dot sticker, put a little blurb, and that's, you know, decorate it, highlight, make it look cute. I was also tracking my stationery spending in this highlighted pink. Obviously, with this kind of a monthly spread with very ample space in these boxes, I can do the exact same thing I was doing here with this monthly spread here. You know, this is very ample space. I can duplicate this exactly here. This is very, very ample space. Cha-ching, we're rolling. We're rolling. This is great. Okay, so far so good, right? Oh, and another thing that I was doing is in the monthly columns, I was writing down what my goals were for the month. In the Laurel Denise, I'm able to do that same thing in these 4 boxes. Let's see, instead of like bringing let me zoom in a little bit there. I can do that same methodology in these 4 boxes. I think something that I need to realize, and it's taken me a couple of months, honestly, is that I set sometimes like 5 or 6 goals every month. And I'm starting to really understand that that's ambitious and I'm never quite making it. So I think the fact that this can really help me focus in, get real with yourself, girly. 4 goals this month is a really nice sweet spot, and I think it'll give me some discipline in really prioritizing what matters for that month. So I can have those 4 goals right here, front and center, so that they're always present every month. Really, really like that. Okay, so far, right, like this and this, I can really see myself substituting. All right, let's keep, sorry, let me zoom out just a smidge more. All right, I think that's good. So what else am I thinking can work? So then after so we've got those trackers and the monthlies are going really well. So here we are at our weeklies. So hey, what are you gonna do about these weeklies? How can you replace this vibe or what you wanted to use this for in the Laurel Denise? All right, the Laurel Denise is made in a way that you see your entire week at a glance, right? This is a Monday start. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday through Sunday. And this is the week of the 1st through the 7th, which is the first month in July. And then I just kind of flip the little sheet at the bottom, and then I'm here at my next week. This is a much more reasonable, less intimidating, and honestly a little bit more like writing friendly space to write my daily intentions. I really like that I can see those daily intentions in relation to my month, right? Let's say, Independence Day, let's say we're taking a road trip. Maybe it's not a great idea to set a really ambitious intention when I'm going to be on the road for 5 hours. And I just really like the fact that I can I can set an intention for the day with a very clear picture of what my month or my week is going to look like at a glance. And I think that'll work a lot better for how I set daily intentions. And I just think that this space is so much less intimidating than this big long column, that I feel like I can really, just 1 or 2 intentions and I'm good. And I think that this is just a perfect amount of space for a daily intention. Maybe like a little bit of a sticker or something for decoration, but I think that this will translate so much better than the way I have it in the home right now. With those daily intentions, I also set like my weekly intentions, and I usually write them in this column here. I can still do that in the Laurel Denise because there is a dedicated space. Instead of to do this week, that'll just be where I'll write my intentions for the week. So hopefully you're seeing like how versatile this layout and this planner is in relation to what I was doing in my cousin. And to be very honest with you, the weekly intentions, my goal progress and the monthlies, none of this needs such glorious, luxurious, buttery Tomoe River paper. The journaling does. I am not sacrificing there, but I don't really need this kind of paper to do this kind of goal setting and tracking. This would work completely fine. Then this kind of becomes where I track my goals on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. And then the hone will become really exclusively where I journal. And I don't feel bad about the wasted pages in the middle, because what was happening is that I was writing intentions that I wasn't even living out. And, you know, like that is really wasteful, right? Forget a blank page, you know, setting intentions that you have no real intent on doing, that's really not helpful at all. So I think that just transferring that part of my goal planner to the Laurel Denise will be a much, much better fit. Also, this book is gorgeous, and I will feel equally as good opening it up and flipping it. This book was not leaving me. This book was not going with me every day to work. So this is a larger planner, but it doesn't need to come with me either. So I'm really excited about what I feel like I can do in the Laurel Denise that I no longer want to do in here. And I think those are really like the major things that I really wanted to transfer over. Oh, sorry, there is one more thing. So at the beginning of each month, let's see if I have, pardon. Okay. Oh, at the beginning of each month, I would set my monthly goals on the blank page, but it always fell a little bit out of place. Just because the page before, the page after, like this was all journaling. So it kind of felt out of place to have my goals just in this random page in the middle of the book. With the Laurel Denise, now I can use the blank grid that you have at the end of the inserts for each month. I can write my goals for the month on this side so that I always have them handy. And then I can, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I committed to putting them here, right? Which is even, I think makes even more sense. And again, I guess, sorry, let me backtrack. What I meant to say is that my goals will go here instead of being randomly in the middle of my journal somewhere in here, right? They're with my month, they're front and center, they're with my daily planning, and just with a flip of the page, I've got my weekly intentions as well. So it's really just like everything is easier to access all in one place, and it just makes more sense for my brain. Again, instead of having like this one random page that is super hard to flip to in the middle of my my planner, right? Here are my monthly goals again. You know, it's just so much easier to have them in this one page in the Laurel Denise planner. Yeah, and I think that with the Laurel Denise, it's such a wonderful plain open layout that a lot of the decorative elements that I was enjoying here in the hon and the hobonichi, I can do here, right? There's also that very open space to really add stickers, add color, play around. The paper's super thick and holds up well. I don't feel like I'm gonna have to sacrifice very much. Probably the only downside is that I will miss having all of my daily trackers in like this 4-page spread, but really I think that's fine. These are tabbed monthly pages, right? It's no effort at all to just flip to these pages. So I think for real this time, that is everything that I want to do with the Laurel Denise Portrait Planner. I just think that it has a lot of potential to meet some of my needs that weren't quite met here. Probably for 2025, I will continue doing my goals and intentions here and just figure out an alternative or figure out whether or not I want to purchase another hobonichi to use solely for the daily pages. I'm also kind of considering using an A5 TRP Tomoe River paper notebook. That would probably also be a lot less expensive than grabbing another hobonichi. So that is my video. Again, there are so many great videos out there on YouTube right now that go through this planner in detail, but I just really wanted to share what my plans were for it. And I really, really cannot wait to jump in. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them in the chat. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Thanks.